An interim injunction was granted last week for Ipswich Borough Council after the Home Office planned to house roughly 200 asylum seekers in a four-star hotel in the area. A lot of people raising questions as to why they all have to go to four-star hotels. I'm wondering whether or not we just have too many four-star hotels, but there we go. It comes after 39,500 people have now crossed the Channel on small boats so far this year, costing the British taxpayer more than 6 million big ones every single day. The government aren't just facing criticism and pressure from groups here in the UK. Earlier this afternoon, check this out. The front on this, man, more front than Southend. The Prime Minister of Albania, Rama, has hit out at the UK for suggestions that Albanians are coming to the UK to get involved in gangs, despite the fact that they are. He tweeted targeting Albanians, as some shamefully did when fighting for Brexit, as the cause of Britain's crime and border problems makes for easy rhetoric but ignores hard facts. Repeating the same things and expecting different results is insane. Just ask Einstein. It doesn't take Einstein to work out exactly why he's saying all this stuff. I'll come on to that in a minute. But 70% of the 140,000 Albanians who've moved to the UK were living in Italy and Greece. 1,200 of them are business people. Albanians in the UK work hard and pay tax. That's quite enough of that. We've seen enough from him now. There we go. Take him off. So, yes, I mean, some people would argue it doesn't take Einstein to work out that a lot of them are currently working in the drugs trade, and the money that they're getting from that is going back to Albania, and they're certainly not paying tax on it, are you? I wouldn't expect a cocaine or a cannabis dealer to be employing an accountant anytime soon. But thank you very much, Rama from Albania. Joining me now to discuss this is Stephen Woolfe, Director for the Centre of Migration and Economic Prosperity. Thank you very much. I was going to ask exactly what orifice the Prime Minister of Albania is talking out of, but I don't think we can discuss that at this time of day. He's got more front than Southend, hasn't he?
He's got more front than anyone that I've ever known. This is like one of the cheekiest things any Prime Minister of any country could say. We already have our security services, our high-end police, the border force, all indicating that the Albanians are taking over the marijuana situation in the UK from those in Thailand. That we know that they are massive in the cocaine sector and controlling huge chunks of the north of England. We know that they're smuggling in high-end cars. We know that they're in people trafficking and the sex trade. And for him to suggest that these Albanians are all coming over to start their own businesses, yeah, maybe the businesses they're thinking of is another cocaine section, another marijuana section. But that is the truth of the matter. This man is whistling in the wind. The facts are that people in Britain are suffering because of the crime wave that's coming from Albania and because our border forces are not returning them or moving them out of the country to Rwanda or somewhere else.
I can't help but wonder how well Albania is actually doing out of this. Good old Rama there discussing the fact that, hey, why don't we let it all go? They're taking it back in wheelbarrows, aren't they? I would imagine the Albanian economy is currently doing rather well out of the fact that people are shipping drug money back to his country.
Well, if you look at the wages, or someone suggested that they're only making an average between 5,000 and 10,000 euros a year as a young man working over there. And the police came out with a report that only yesterday they discovered £300,000 in a package, in a bag, being taken back to Albania, and another 500,000 in a car. They're the ones that are being caught. So we know that they're obviously shifting millions back to Albania. If they're shifting millions back to Albania, what are they going to be doing? They're going to be buying the houses, repairing them, buying furniture, buying cars. All of those are going to help the Albanian economy, just as we saw with the Romanians when they started illegally coming over here before they were given the right to stay here freely.